in the way here. They can stay. They are fine. Hello, welcome. It is the final week of the Summer Splash readathon. It is currently Tuesday, the 26th of July, and we have made minimal progress in our bingo card, which I also haven't even shown you yet. So let's start with that. Let's take stock of where we're at. Let's figure out what we need to read this week to make it through the Summer Splash readathon, because I have exactly 5 days left until the end of this readathon, and I would like to make at least one bingo. Just one. I haven't even started like stickering my printout yet. Like, it's still just hanging out using rainbow stickers because rainbow stickers are what I have. So I do get a free space in the middle just for existing, which is really nice. Kind of like the consolation prize that you get for showing up to the athletics carnival and actually like participating. They are the only medals that I ever won as a child. One sticker. We have also done a Share the Love, which I'm going to put a love heart sticker on because I feel like that's fitting. For that we read Persepolis, which I will talk about at the end of this video when I have everything together, because that is not a thing that I have right now. What else have we done? We read Sandcastle because we read a book with royalty in it. And we get to tick off Heat Waves because I read a book that was set mostly in summer. So this is the bingo card as we stand right this minute. We have some progress to make. So let's talk about the books that I was going to read and still have not. Are we surprised to hear that she's still going with the Puppy War? We only have this much left. I'm so ready to get through the end of this book. We're still going. I will finish this week with Kirsty. It's gonna happen. From my pile, these are all the ones that I haven't read that I was going to read, and I highly doubt that I'm going to read all of these within 1 week. So we are going to pick and choose the ones that can cover multiple prompts to get us a bingo. I do also want to say I haven't really had a chance to participate in any of the challenges or sprints because I have been working. I've just started a new job and it takes all of my time now. So reading is hard, but I have been listening to audiobooks that I will tell you about once again later. So this is my narrowed down selection for this week. No, there's one more. I also have, and I'm reading, My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh, the hot girl summer book in and of itself. Just gonna put her down. These are the proposed attempt for the next 5 days, but I am going away this weekend on a like mini holiday, so I will get to read lots of things there as well. So we are going to finish off the 26th of July with The Little Prince and chunk out a little bit of My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. I'm not enjoying this so far. I understand the premise and I understand kind of what's happening, but also it's just why. I'm waiting for the why. I'm waiting for it. She's listening to some audiobooks as well. We are currently listening to A Court of Silver Flames. We just finished listening to You're the Only One I've Told. In other exciting news, we have a new lounge, which I'm about to go and sit on to read for the remainder of tonight. We're gonna send the 26th of July out with a bang.
A month before graduating from Willow Grove Christian Academy, the principal's perfect daughter, Comfy Sheriff.
Alright, hello. She's back. The next day, it's a crazy surprise. I'm just bored. Like, I don't care if you are depressed, like with a significant major depressive and substance use disorder. I just don't care. And I'm just waiting for something more exciting to happen. But the book is literally titled My Year of Rest and Relaxation, so I don't anticipate this getting any better for myself. But is she gonna finish it because she's a completionist? Yes. We didn't get far in The Little Prince because I was tired and not appreciating it, so that will be finished tonight. I also have my chapter of the Puppy War to get through at this moment, so we're gonna set ourselves up for an interesting night of reading. She's doing it. She's making her way downtown. Walking fast, faces past, and I'm homebound. we're feeling a bit crummy. We're feeling a bit ill. So I'm doing a rat test. It's a rapid antigen test. I'm literally calling it a rapid antigen test. Okay, testing time. This never gets better. No matter how many times I do it. And now we wait. Do we have the right banana? Do we have COVID? No Rona, we're clear. This is nice. I just feel shitty. We're clear, we're in the clear. Everything is gravy. So I'm reading The Little Prince, and does anyone remember that game? And it was on like a few different consoles, but it was me and my Katamari. I think you're a ball and you have to roll around on the different like planets and worlds, and you have to eat all of the things. Like you roll up all of the things that are like the size that you're able to roll up, and then eventually you get bigger and then you can roll up bigger things, and there was like objectives that you had to fulfill. That's what this is reminding me of when he goes to different planets and he sees like the king on the planet, and like the planets are kind of tiny. So I don't know, it triggered that core memory for me in my brain. Me and my Katamari. What a time. Now I want to play that. I wonder if it's on Switch. Remind me to look that up later because I will forget.
Yeah.
The plague caught up to us. It's been 2 years of dodging and apparently we just couldn't outrun it anymore. Hi, welcome to day 1 of isolation. I also just forgot completely to tick off some of like the other things that I've done on this board. So we're just gonna take this moment to stick a get lost. I started a new job, which means I had to go to a new workplace. And I had never been there before, and I did in fact get lost when I was there. So another one on the card. We are still struggling through my year of rest and relaxation, but we're officially halfway. So I'm going to finish this today so that it's done. I am not having a good time. In other news, I didn't like a puppy wall. I have a lot of like thoughts about many parts of this book, but I think that my main issue with this book was the pacing and the lack of knowledge about what was going on in the characters and the settings. So thank you to Kirsty for helping me keep my brain in check for this. I would not have finished it if you were not reading this with me. Very polarizing opinion, I have learned. Everyone else loves the puppy war. I'm sorry, I didn't like it. So yes, my year of rest and relaxation is first up. However, we are going to try and fulfill the prompt of touch grass finally with Lore Olympus. This is like the 4th time I've tried to do this, and I reckon I can knock this over while my medication has still kicked in to keep my brain and body in check, and while the sun is still shining, because that's a rare occurrence at the moment. So that's the plan. I'm so mad at the self-tests. They lied to me. They lied to me. I thought I was fine. Okay, let's go read. I'm down for that. What's up, my friends? We are finished with Lore Olympus. We did that. Turns out being outside for a long period of time is not possible for me right now. So I came back inside and slept for a very long time. So now I'm gonna take like a quick break to watch some television, drink some tea, you know, bring some life back into myself before my year of rest and relaxation puts me back to sleep again. Before we go, I will let you know that I liked Lore Olympus and I think that it was far too short, so I'm very glad I have volume 2 to jump straight into after this month because it was very cliffhangery. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch some television now to like alert my brain a bit, and I'm holding myself to it this time. We're finishing my year of rest and relaxation tonight. It's gonna happen. There we go. Alright, we've got our fireplace. We've got our book. Let's go. Hello, good morning. What day is it? It is Saturday, which means it's the 30th of July. It is the second last day of the Summer Splash Readathon, and I have some updates. So last night in my haze, I finished my year of rest and relaxation. I read the second half essentially in one sitting, A, because I prompted myself to do it and set up my environment so that I could do it, but then also because it was kind of like a train wreck. Like you want to know what happens, but you're not overly interested in the outcome. That's kind of how I felt. I've decided that I think I'm not one for the unhinged girlies. I'm not enough of a hot girl for this. That's what's up with me. Oh, really? But now we have to decide what we're going to read today. The remaining stack that we have to choose from for today. Let's consult the bingo card as to see what I need. I did actually also perform a random act of kindness, and there was absolutely no way I was going to get it on camera. I was at Bunnings, which is essentially like a local hardware store. There was a trolley that was about to run into this guy's very fancy new looking car, and I hauled it across the parking lot to stop this trolley from running into this guy's car. And again, I have no way to validate this, but it happened, so I'm going to tick it off. That will be our TPWK space. Right there. Branch out was my year of rest and relaxation. Like so. So this is where the bingo card currently stands. So we have a chance to get a bingo this way. I don't know if I'm gonna get like a Picasso done though in time. Oh, and we did touch grass already. I forgot to tick that one off too. Look at that! It's looking so good. Maybe we'll hit yolk today. I was going to do, before the coffee gets cold, Tales from the Cafe, but I need to do a bit of Googling for what happened in the first one because it was a while ago and I cannot remember. Are you gonna read yolk with me? Yep. The catch for this weekend though is that I am fluctuating between having a migraine and not having a migraine. My reading progress is purely gonna depend on how much my head hurts at that point in time. We'll see how we go. He's just living his best life. So my sim situation that I've got going on here is, oh, what is that? He built a plugin. I can't see without my glasses, so this is going to be a bit sketch. So what's happening is I really struggle to play games if there is no like thing I have to do. So Sims I struggle with unless I have direction or a goal in mind. So I've started doing the Disney Princess Challenge. I've been watching the Not So Berry Challenge by Kelsey and Pixiepotz, and I've literally spent about 10 hours over the last weekend just watching those videos alone, so I didn't really want to do those ones because I've watched it a lot. So then I found the Disney Princess one, which is similar. So we start with Snow White, and she has to have 7 children. She can't answer the door to strangers. She's not allowed to talk to old people. And there's a few other rules for this generation. But the next generation is Cinderella, who we've just given birth to, which is exciting. And I'm falling in love with The Sims again. I used to play The Sims so much as a child. Like when I was in like primary school, I played The Sims 2 just non-stop. And yeah, then I fell back into this like hole on YouTube watching other people play The Sims, and then now I feel like I can play, and now that I've got all my custom content stuff, it feels a bit more fun. And I'm gonna keep like adding on to this house and then having everyone kind of live on the same lot. I might build like a few other houses around, we might move them, who knows, but I'm just having a good time with it. And that's really what The Sims is here for, isn't it? It's just to have a good time. This is tea and not coffee, and that doesn't matter because I can't taste anything. It is officially August the 1st, which means that the Summer Splash Readathon has come to an end. I'm like pretty satisfied with how much I read, given that July kicked me in the ass repeatedly. I was so busy. I have never done so many things back to back since before the pandemic started. And yet here we are, it happened, which made it really, really tricky to read all of the books that I wanted to read. So to send you out from this video, we're gonna do a stock take of the bingo card, and I'm gonna tell you all of the books that I read and a brief thought on them. I will properly wrap everything up in my wrap up for this month and last month because I didn't do one last month. We read Book Lovers by Emily Henry, and this was for the prompt Heat Waves. I thought the Book Lovers was okay. I preferred it to Beach Read, which I have also read by Emily Henry. It had its positives, it had some downfalls, but that's what we expect out of a contemporary romance now, don't we? I then wasn't able to finish the book for a very long time, and it got to like halfway through before I actually started to like properly put some effort into reading everything, because I just had started like 4 different books all at once and it was all too much. I finished Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi, and I read this for the Share the Love prompt, and this is a graphic memoir that's sitting on Ali's favorite shelf, so I was like, this is perfect, it's been on my TBR for a while. This was more than I had expected in a book, and it was educational and it was enlightening and it was really confronting in some points, but definitely worth the read. The construction and the peaks and the flows of the story were really nice for the content. I listened to Queen of Nothing by Holly Black, which is the 3rd book. You done? Which is the 3rd book in the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. Queen of Nothing was my favorite of the lot. It's just another fantasy fairy romance is my general perception of the series, but it was entertaining, it was interesting. I like Carden, even though he has a tail. At the same time, I was also listening to You're the Only One I've Told. This was a collection of stories put together by a abortion care provider, gynecologist, obstetrician. I'm not entirely sure exactly what her qualifications are, but her name is Mira Shah, Dr. Mira Shah. All this really did was just confirm my viewpoints on the world. It's nice to have some confirming literature. It was something that opened my eyes to a few different scenarios that I kind of hadn't really considered for abortion. And I think that even though it was written pre-Roe v. Wade overturn, it's still incredibly relevant and gives so much perspective on all of the different things that can happen with abortion and how that impacts people and how inaccessible it is, even when it was readily accessible and available and legal. I'm sorry. That meme of the guy with all of the red string on the board, that was me and Kirsty trying to figure out what the f was happening in this book. Again, it had its positives, but I think its negatives outweighed it for me. Not for me. Just not for me. And maybe this is something that you would like, and if you do like this, then please read it, because I can see the appeal as to why it would be absolutely amazing, but it just wasn't for me. It's not my kind of fantasy, not my kind of story, and definitely not my kind of writing style. I'm livid about the pig. I just don't understand. And then I read The Little Prince finally. I am going to need to read it again, and I am fully aware of that, and that is primarily, and now I know, because I read it mid fever and chills from having the plague, essentially. And also I want to purchase another copy so I can annotate it. But it was quick, it was adorable, I just liked it. It was super cute. Once we were then feeling better from being sick, we trudged through My Year of Rest and Relaxation by Otessa Moshfegh. Again, I just don't think I'm one for the unhinged girlies. I think that they're not my kind of trope. But I branched out, and that's what this was for. This was the branch out one, and I branched out and I read it. I did read the second half entirely in one sitting, essentially, because I just wanted to get it done. And it was pretty easy to fly through. Like, once I'd kind of established like who the characters were and what was happening and how she was, I was just waiting for her to drop dead, to be honest. Once again, not my jam. But we tried it. And then I finally completed the Touch Grass prompt and read Lore Olympus, and had to actively restrain myself from reading number 2 straight away because we had other things to do. Definitely more hard-hitting than I had intended it being. It deals with like trauma, toxic relationship, sexual assault, just a lot of hard-hitting things. So check the trigger warnings if that is something that you are sensitive to. But I did like it, and I will be reading the second one now that I'm done with the readathon. And then I did start reading Yoke, but I only got about a quarter of the way through it before I stopped yesterday and played literally almost 10 hours of The Sims instead of reading, because that's just where my body and my brain were at, and that is okay. To fulfill the yellow on the cover prompt, which I believe was Sunny Days, potentially. I did actually pick up The Sad Ghost Club by Liza Minnelli. Kind of cute. I don't think I'll read the second one, but I definitely appreciate it. I think that it's a very important graphic novel for people who would relate to this and would get benefit from this, which is kind of the point of the book in like its story anyway. So let's just take some stock of my my board. I didn't read all of the books that I'd planned to. I knew I wasn't going to. I knew that was never going to happen, but I hoped. I had so much hope. So this is the bingo card as it stands. Now I am going to give a sticker to Sunny Days because we did that. So it starts up, read a book with a body of water on the cover. I don't think I did that. Oh, no I did. Book Lovers has water on the cover. Look, they're in boats. Yes, I did it. Okay. I didn't read a book for Roots. I did, however, do a buddy read, and I don't know why that wasn't ticked off before now, because I definitely did that. I read The Poppy War with Kirsty. Easy Breezy is a book under 200 pages, which I also did. I read The Little Prince, and that doesn't quite get us a bingo because I didn't do the movie night prompt either. I also didn't participate in any reading sprints because they always happened either when I was at work or when I was asleep. I did read a book written by a woman. I read many books I read many books written by women. I did read a book by an author of colour. I read 2. Summer Vacation is a translator work, which I also did do because The Little Prince is translated from French, I believe. Didn't get involved in the Instagram challenges either because I was just too busy, and I did not make a playlist. So all in all, we didn't actually hit a bingo. But it's fine. In the words of Ali, if you're reading, you're winning. And so I feel like that's winning in and of itself. I read like 10 books this month, which is wild considering the month I had. So that's it. That's the Summer Splash readathon. Oh my God. I'm gonna go relax now and not read for a bit. My eyes are tired from reading. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope your Summer Splash or your July reading was fun and eventful and exciting. And if it wasn't, then that is also okay. We can't be productive all the time, and that is just something that I'm learning to sit with. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that you are having a fantastic day or night or whatever time it is or wherever you are in the world. It's morning here. It's currently morning. Enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.